Possible.
Okay, it's recording.
Okay. It's got a pretty good SD in it, but whatever. Where was I?
You went to the Harley dealership and they were booked.
Yeah, well, and then I helped them move all their stuff out. I guess you did too if you were there. Maybe you drove up there and met me. I can't remember.
No, you picked me up.
Okay.
I didn't have a car that reliable.
Okay. Anyway, they ignored us after all the help we gave them and went off and had coffee for 15 minutes, and we left and went up the street and bought a Honda. But, and that worked out good. I enjoyed that. I started making trips I think it was that year. And went to Key West on that first bike trip, stopped, spent the night with Bruce and them. I stayed in a hotel 2 nights, maybe 3. That was, well, those bike rides, I don't know if I talked about those in any of the early ones, but that was something. I remember your graduation real well. We didn't know whether you was going to graduate or not. You're dressed up in the deal, and we're down there on the south side. Where were we, on Rice? Or one of the campuses down, a college campus.
I thought it was U of H.
What? It may have been. I wouldn't know. But I remember we weren't sure it was going to happen. You'd done it online. And I think you found out that morning.
It wasn't online, it was correspondence.
Was it correspondence? Okay.
They didn't have online yet.
But that sounds about right. But
Yeah,
it seemed like you found out that morning.
9:30.
Yeah. Oh, that was interesting. Trying to remember some trips we made back then. I'm sure we did, but I can't think of what they'd be. Whatever. No, it's amazing how long we've stayed in Houston. But the bike rides have always been a good break. And a lot of adventures. I could do a whole hour on nothing but bike rides, I'm sure.
Well, just hit the highlights.
Yeah.
Where's your favorite place you've ever gone?
Oh gosh, Bobby, there's so many. I can't claim. I guess if I had to say my favorite place to go is Yosemite. I enjoyed that. It's just so majestic and pretty. And,
What's your least favorite you ever went on?
least favorite? Stayed some ratty. I guess I'd have to say the Pink Mountain Motel.
What trip was it? Yukon?
It was one of the places I stayed at on the trip to Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh, you talk about a piece of junk hotel, but it's the only one within 50 miles, or, well, within 100 miles, something like that. But, yeah, those were all good. But, gosh, I made a lot of trips. And only in the last few years have I done it with others, and quite frankly, I don't like it. I like being free to do what I want, when I want, the way I want, so forth. And when I get tired down with others, yeah, there's not too many folks like me, thank God. I think Richard would have stayed with me if I'd have had him by myself. But yeah, that's a challenge for me. Gosh, can't think of anything much else.
Favorite memory with John?
With John, oh, I enjoyed him racing. I was so disappointed for him when we went out to, I think it was Lincoln, where the little girl didn't finish the relay with him. And gosh, that may have been Sacramento. I forget which one it was, but gosh, that was a big disappointment. Of course, his graduation here a while back. And yours, I don't know, the one there at is it North Harrods or something else? For some reason, that one stuck in my mind. And the one there, there was a little one at North Harris. I guess that was for the your 2-year associates. And then there was one at a stadium on the north side of town where it was an indoor, I say stadium, auditorium.
Oh, yeah.
Ed and Marie came.
One was an honors ceremony. The other one was the graduation.
Yeah, the honor ceremony was in the smaller auditorium. Yeah, and but those were good. Was just seeing y'all succeeding, John. I think he's. There's a lot of things I don't agree with in terms of he and Mandy as parents, but there's a whole lot more I do agree with. They're doing way better than I did. And in terms of spending time with the kids, making memories and whatever, we did that, but I don't know, my own memory's just not. That's why I like pictures. Your mama probably took a lot more than I did, or caused a lot more to be taken. But that helps when you get a little on you.
Grandkids?
Oh yeah, lots of fun with these guys. I tell you that the timing on that too was good. Leaving Shell when I did was a good thing. That really helped me do something with the grandkids that I wish I'd have done more of with you guys. Going to the park and whatever. But I had the time to do it. And I've stayed fairly busy. The last year or so has been a burden. Hadn't been enough to do. I've got a lot of make projects and I stay busy, but I don't know. I'd like to be doing something more meaningful. This teaching was just a whole lot of fun. That was as good as some of my best years in Shell. But overall, it's just been good. I love doing that. I'm hoping this little venture here with these kids doesn't sound like much, but maybe we can turn it into something that's really helpful to them and others. Have done a little duck hunting in the last few years. I'll let you tell folks, the first time I went duck hunting, I killed 3 ducks. Or actually, I was responsible for the death of 3 ducks. I shot one, scared the second one to death, and the third one died laughing. So, anyway, I got my ducks. And,
Best memory with Mom.
Say again?
Best memory with Mom.
Oh, gosh. Had a lot of good ones. I don't know. My best memories are probably when we're together laughing at a TV show or something other at the house.
Y'all had a good time when you went on a cruise to Hawaii.
That wasn't a cruise, but the Hawaii trip was good. The cruise we took wasn't so good because your mom got sick.
Yeah, that's what I meant, the trip to Hawaii.
The trip to Hawaii was really good. It was, that was a lot of fun. The other cruise was fun too. It's always been funny with your mom and her antics about people's driving and see their reactions. I'll never forget that black guy that's driving that truck up the mountain on Tortilla. He assured her when we got to the top that he wasn't going to kill us all. He'd been doing it for all his life. Oh, but that was something. Taking care of Mom and Dad's been a little bit of a challenge over the last few years. But I deserve everything they deserve everything I can give them. And I can never repay them. They did such a I tell you, it's kind of interesting. I can look at either generation, either side of me, and they both did better. Seem to be. I don't know. What else you got that I should talk about?
I think that's the highlights.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can add something if you think of it.
Tell you, seeing you and John and Mandy doing so well in so many ways, and Casey, it's just good. It's just good. Just good.
I think that's a good note to end on.
Okie dokie.